To start it off, let's just take a look at all the bolt supers that we have on the Titan. So regular Sunbreak, you get a Sunspot. Restoration is going to give you HP. You do have fragments that will make that last longer. I want to see if the hammers has any tracking, or if it's just going to go straight where I want it to. What about the molten core on it? Okay, a little bit of damage. Let me take a look at burning meme. This one seems like it pops way faster than I'm used to. I want to see what the range is on the heavy attack. Pretty far, almost there. And it does have pretty aggressive tracking too, because they had changed the way that works before. And you still get restoration from that as well. I want to see what the tracking is like here. Oh, it didn't go on the right side, so there is a limit to how crazy it gets. For the regular melee, it looks goofy. I guess if you get one lock on it, we'll one shot. That tracking right there. I'm probably going to stick to hammers, and in trials, maybe I'll use this one because you get it faster. For grenades, from playing all solar subclasses in the past, I can tell you that solar grenades is going to be one of the best ones. The radius on this is insane. Thermite grenades on Titans were really strong as well. Thermites will still be really good to use. Trip mines were a great option. Fusion grenades, not sure about that. Firebolts didn't get a damage bonus from what I know, so I will probably ignore them. Healing grenades if you're playing support. Scatter nades, just a little bit of annoying. Incendiary grenades, you know, you don't really want to aim your grenades. You want something that's quite easy. So we'll stick to solar. The radius is just pretty insane. It feels weird throwing a grenade like that on a Titan. And of course, any solar kills will give you that sunspot if you're running the aspects that I am. When it comes to melees, we have hammer strike. So just hitting a person will just ignite them, and it almost one-shots them. Very close to killing. Little hammer time. Let's see what this does. Breaks the shields. You pick it up, you get cure. Basically, you get your HP back. And then if you take a look at the aspect that I recommend for Crucible, which is this one, every time that we slide and we proc our melee ability, we do an uppercut in the sky. So that works in two ways. When you press the button once, you send a little wave frame across. And it actually has a pretty crazy radius. As you can see, it almost tags them. It tags right there and I get Radiant. So with Radiant, thanks to one of my fragments here, I get a bonus damage, which is what I'm going to try to keep when it comes to Crucible for now. So the next part of this uppercut attack is actually doing the slam down. So you go up and you go down, and that's going to give you a one-shot kill. It seems pretty crazy, but when it comes to an actual player moving, it might not be that big of a deal. So Strasser, I want you to try to jump across my second attack. I'm going to do the wave frame, and I want you to jump as high as you can as soon as you see it. And you'll be able to see like how weak this actually is, how you can outplay it. As you can see, you just avoid it altogether, and you're stuck in that animation where at that point you just get shotgun or shot a couple times, where you're kind of locked in that. So, and then if you miss your cue to do the slam attack, you can't do it anymore. You have to be pretty quick. So it looks badass. It looks cool. Can you use it for movement? Maybe. If you do this, a shotgun melee combo, perhaps. And you can kind of control the area you go to. One thing to note is that you can go forward. Oops. You can do the uppercut forward, and then you can look backwards as well if you want to do the heavy slam somewhere else, as I just showcased here. So I did it forward and then back. And then you could also change that at whatever location you want, such as that. So that's pretty much it when it comes to that aspect. The other one is probably the best one compared to the other one. So this one states your solar ability final blows and hammer of soul impacts. Defeating scorched targets creates sunspots. Sunspots are fun to get your health back. But what it really gives you here is a rift-like effect. So whenever you get a sunspot, you start to regenerate your health. And on the right side, it says that it cannot be interrupted by damage. So you do get that rift-like effect. And I can showcase it here by putting on Loreley's Splendor Helm. We'll have a sunspot restoration. And if I get shot, like my health just regens really, really fast. Obviously, there's stacks to that. And all of that is going to vary on your aspects and fragments, right? Of course. The other one says that your final blows with solar abilities or ignitions increase the damage of your solar abilities in the stacks 3 times. So this one heavily relies on getting solar ability kills. So I don't like to count on that too much, because what if somebody escapes your grenade? You can't get that kill. You basically have to build it up a lot. Like a hammer strike, you get 1 shoulder charge kill and then it's on cooldown, right? At most you only get one kill with this. At most you get 1 kill with this. So you get the idea. It's just difficult to really take advantage of. So I prefer the sunspots, as it gives you a little bit more neutral play. It is going to rely on getting some solar ability kills, but you have a higher chance of taking advantage of this aspect with the way that you play. But yeah, that's what I'm going to recommend. These 2 aspects, using the Soul Ace, the one that gives you radiant and restoration effects applied to you, have increased duration. Next one being Searing. Defeating scorched targets grants melee energy. And then lastly, Torches. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. So radiant is going to be a damage bonus. So we'll show you what the powered melee attack does. I'll do one of these. I got the radiant now. My headshots go from 70 to 77, and I can actually 2-tap a player just by hitting that little uppercut attack barely. I still have radiant. So 2 hit 1 body right there. You can imagine this with higher impact weapons such as an Igneous Hammer potentially giving you a 2-tap. Some exotics I'd recommend if you want to play some Solar 3.0 Titan would obviously be Loreley Splendor Helm. It still seems pretty strong even with the changes it got. You have a Sunspot on demand, which means you basically have a Rift now. We have the Ashen Wake. That's going to complement well with Sticky Nades if you want to build up that damage with the Roaring Flames. Pretty fun for PvE. Crucible 6s, maybe just to meme around. We have Hollow Fire Heart for more abilities. Heart of Windmill's Light is going to be really, really good, so you don't have to rely on having your super up. This is probably better for PvE. And then lastly, the Passive Burning Steps, which is one of the exotics that I plan on trying out the most when it comes to playing Solar 3.0 Titan, because any final blow with solar damage is going to give me a bonus weapon damage, and that's going to be pretty huge. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the Titan.
Take them.
So in this match, I'm just taking my abilities, everything that I broke down for Solar 3.0 for a spin.
Enemy claims Zone C. Zone A captured.
Ooh, we have restoration right here? Okay. Nice shots. Restoration.
Zone B captured. You have advantage. You've gained the lead. I envy your strength, Titan.
I need to break that. No, he had a super burst on the little sidearm. Got my restoration right here.
Fought like a Titan of the first pillar. Double down.
I feel like I'm just getting so much health. Oh no, I have radiant, but oh, someone healed me. Perfect, beautiful.
Strength in numbers,
Good cleanups.
Excellent. Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Your strength is an inspiration to us all, Titan.
Dead.
What can stop you if you fight?
Oh, the double tags, but I have heals right here. Oh no, I couldn't get on the sunspot for restoration. He's so close to burning out. Oh, we gotta get that hunter.
I've seen enough. I'm calling.
Oh, that's it? We were on fire.
Double down. Triple down. Victory is all I ask. Good.
Holy. I just set the world ablaze.
Zones control. Targets
That right there was a match
Nice work.
making one of the Solar 3.0 builds. The exotic of choice was actually voted by Twitch chat, Loreley Splendor Helm. Having that Sunspot on command to have basically a rift like a warlock, it didn't seem too bad.